Good morning, this is Randy Schuneman. I'm out here with Brandon Redler at 6321 North Division at the McDonald's. We're working from a clean out behind the restaurant immediately west of it, and we're looking at a main line that is shared with Dutch Brothers, McDonald's, and the Swinging Door Tavern. Right now I'm at about 150 feet and a few inches. We've located this spot in the parking lot of the Swinging Door. And what we're going to do is start pulling back and see what the condition of this main line is. Right now we're pretty full of water. Hopefully that will minimize when we get past the swinging doors. What we saw to this point, it was kind of tough to determine what the pipe was made of. We had very heavy grease buildup. In fact, you will be shocked and amazed at what you see here pretty quickly when we get out of this water, and you can see that. We're supposed to be in a 6-inch line. Good, now we're starting to come out of the water a little. I thought we were. Starting to come out of the water a little bit, hopefully here pretty soon. What we're looking at right here, McDonald's has been very cooperative, so we're probably getting swinging door drainage. We just passed the 140-foot mark, and we're continuing to work back. We may have marginal picture quality. I'm getting my cable is very, very warm. So somebody's probably running dishwashers and all kinds of stuff. We just passed the 130-foot mark as we're working back. My camera lens is about 1.5 inches in diameter, and unfortunately it is obscured by water. I do have a ball that I can put on that to get me up about another inch, but I'm worried with the grease and debris in here that we wouldn't be able to see it. Here's kind of a good picture of what we've seen all the way out to 150 feet so far this morning. This is at 118 feet. I didn't see, before the line filled with water, I didn't see any issues that could possibly be grade related. Just a lot of grease buildup. You can't really tell the condition of the pipe or the material of the pipe because of the grease buildup. We just passed 110 feet, continuing to pull back. It's pretty tough to tell when we hit these little puddles that our camera goes into. If we're dealing with a grade issue. I'm mostly just looking at the top of the pipe, unfortunately, but right here we can get, just kind of let you know what's going on aspect-wise. Bottom of the pipe is in the left-hand side of the screen, as you can see by the flowing water. The wisps that you see are actually methane gas or sewer gas from the sewer it's connected to in Francis. Starting to move the bottom of the pipe to the top of your left-hand side of the screen. You can see we have quite a deep trough of grease that the water is flowing down through. We just passed the 100-foot mark, and we're continuing to pull back. Very amazing debris buildup. This is a pretty notable chunk right here. This is at 94 feet, but you can see the grease that we've dislodged trying to get out there. Again, this is a 6-inch line. Incredible grease buildup in it. We just passed the 90-foot mark and are continuing to pull back to the cleanouts at McDonald's. Right here, looking at the top, we still have a lot of grease on the line, but it looks like we might be in cast iron. The permit didn't disclose when this was serviced by the city of Spokane, but I'm guessing it's cast. We just passed the 80-foot mark. Bottom of the pipe, of course, is shifted to the upper right-hand portion of your screen. That'll always be identifiable by where the light is at. There's an outside chance, taking a look at this, it looks like we might have it's either cast or concrete. but we won't know until we get it jetted. And the more I look at this, where there's a little less grease buildup, it looks like it's probably a concrete line. You can see some aggregate in the walls of the concrete. That's a really good durable pipe, but because of its rougher texture, it does tend to attract more solids and grease and stick to it, more so than iron will. Yeah, I'm going to say that this is definitely a concrete line from what I can see here. We're coming up on 60 feet. Of course, bottom of the pipe now, lower right-hand corner. Oh, the minute I say it, it shifts over to the other side. Went through a bend there at 58 feet. And are pulling back. This could be the transition at about 57 feet out, where we tie into, this is rated as a private sewer. On the right-hand side, which is at the bottom of the screen, it looks like that could possibly go to something else, or it could be just a clean out in the Swinging Doors parking lot, possibly. This should probably be Olive McDonald's line. It looks like it might be cast iron. Or concrete. It'll be one of the two, but again, we'd need to get it cleaned out to know. Looking at the bottom here, a lot of times with cast, you'll get a black stripe down the bottom of the pipe, and I don't see any of the aggregate in this area. We're at 50 feet right here and continuing to pull back. Impressive grease buildup, but not as much as we had out further, obviously. Coming up on 40 feet here fairly rapidly. Again, really good grade that we've seen so far through the whole line. Coming up on 30 feet here. We just passed 30 and are continuing to pull back. Here's the 20-foot mark. Bottom of the pipe, of course, on the upper left-hand corner. Coming up on 10 feet here pretty rapidly. Okay, and right here it looks like we're transitioning into some PVC. This is at about 7 feet. I think we're probably right below where the cleanouts are, because they come up in PVC. There is the cleanout that's immediately southwest of us. That comes back towards the building. We should start pulling up our cleanout here. Yep, there we go. Okay, and this is the outgoing cleanout that we videoed through. And this is the one right over here where we saw the clean out in the video before. That's the one going back towards the building. Again, this is Randy Schuneman with Brandon Redler from Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is still February 24th, 2017, and that will conclude this video inspection of a mainline and shared sewer line at 6321 North Monroe Street, Spokane, Washington. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.